It's just like, I've gotten to the point where it's like, okay, if you're here for a year, that's fine. But in this,
and every time you say team, I get it.
I know, because it's trauma. But in this,
no, I don't think it's trauma.
What do you think it is?
I think that right now, I don't even know if you're supposed to be focused on that.
No, I feel like I am.
That?
I feel like it's all coming together too. I feel like it's in such a good space.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe mine is trauma.
Yeah. I'm like, pray about it, think about it. Sure. Then come back to me. But the team, I'm like, I used to be real big on like, you need to be with me for 10 years and build this. Well, I told you that. I was like, why doesn't people stay and just build the legacy and I could just make millionaires? Like what Tyler Perry's doing.
Literally.
You don't need to go make another Tyler Perry Studios.
Yeah.
Help him.
It to you. Yes.
Like I am trying to find that. But I also understand there's other leaders out there. There's other CEOs. There's other women with vision and their own purpose, right? I just, if you're going to be with me for a year, in that year, the vision is LTTA. The vision can't be whatever the fuck you're trying to do, excuse my language, Lord, off to the side. Like, do it after that year then. I want people around because I'm tired of starting over.
But see, that's why I think the conversation of team is premature.
But why?
Because I don't really think you feel like that.
What do you think I feel like?
I think you want us here longer than a year.
I do. Right. I do. But I'm okay.
No, you're not.
No, I am. I swear I am. If we know the intent. If we know you're going to be here for a year and you can be an asset for that year and we make the strategy, we make the exit plan, you can pass the torch to the next person, I'm okay with that.
You just don't want to be left high and dry.
That's it.
Got it.
I don't want to be left high and dry. So if you know your long-term goal is for you to be a CEO and have your own podcast and be a superstar, I need to know that day one.
For sure.
And you don't need to be working for...
It deter you?
Yes, because I can just produce your podcast. You don't need to be working for me. If you want to be a podcaster, we need to focus on that. But if you want to, learn, I want to learn logistics. I want to learn operations. I want to learn how to build it. I want to learn this. I want to learn that. I love serving. I don't mind that. Yeah. Okay, then come help me. If you're an asset, come help. But in this 6 months, in this year, in this 2 years, the vision is LTTA. I need all of you for this vision. I can't do it on my own.
I still think he's refining that.
Okay.
The reason why I think...
This is when I started getting puppet master vibes. Like, I was like, okay, she wants to pull all the strings, not in a let's all rise together way or let me help you way, in a mogul way. It's in an ego way. You get what I'm saying? Like an ego-driven way. So it's not like, oh, I want my friend to succeed because they're my friend. I want to be able to take credit for your success. So if you take outside opportunities, I can't take credit for your success. Like, yeah, you're my friend, and now you done turned in, you know what I'm saying, into Beyonce, or you done, but it won't through me. So I can't even really be happy. You know what I mean? Or you done turned into like Shonda Rhimes because, B.Simone like to produce and stuff like that. Or Halle Berry, actress, whatever. You get what I mean? But you didn't go through her, so she can't put her stamp on it and claim your success. People really do that, okay? So beware of those type of bosses. And also think about this. That type of person, you cannot rise above her. B.Simone wants to keep everybody under her wing, okay? You can never rise above. Because why can't I make millionaires? Why you can't just work for me and I make you a millionaire? Well, I don't want to work for you. I don't want to be under you. What if I can be a billionaire? You know what I'm saying? Like, I might be able to surpass you. Or I got my own calling, okay? Maybe under you, I'm only made $2 million. But when I branched out on my own, or I did it my way under God, I made $20 million. Okay, we don't have to go through you. She craves that. So she was talking about the relationships where we did everything together and did it together, and she craves that again. I was like, that's it, that rebound ish again. Okay, and I said, so I got irritated at this point, and I said, this coming from the woman that told her day one, let's focus on a professional, let's focus on our professional relationship and put the personal relationship on the back burner. Like, we're going to go to therapy, but not understanding the personal relationship.
Our personal relationship affects our business relationship, but our personal relationship isn't the focus.
But
do you see what I'm saying?
No, I do understand what you're saying, but I'm saying the point of going to therapy is to hopefully mend that. It's going to look different. I don't feel like it's going to be exactly the same. We went through so much. We're two totally different people. It can still be mended in the midst of therapy, but I do feel like the focus is the purpose. And I feel like our focus is no for sure. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just see it too differently. No for sure happened because of our friendship. At the end of the day, we weren't two strangers that came together and decided to do a business. We were best friends who built this business off of our relationship. So that is KFS. Right. But if we don't have a personal relationship, I don't know how we have KFS.
We will have a personal relationship. Having a personal relationship doesn't mean it looks like exactly what it was.
Right. But I'm saying what it was is what built this.
Which is fine.
That's what I'm saying. It just is totally different now. And it's a different, it feels like the purpose is is shifted right now. There's nothing that's conflicting right now because we just don't have a relationship. So I don't know if that's necessarily a conflict.
You're saying uncertainty as far as where we're standing?
Yeah. It just feels very uncertain.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with like me saying this is how I feel, this is like being very upfront with that?
As far as what?
Our conversations and stuff. Like, do you feel like I'm not clear when we have dialogue on where I stand? Or
I feel like, without trying to divulge too much, I feel like in recent conversations, you've been very clear about wanting a business relationship only.
Right.
So, and I think that that's going to be very difficult to navigate. I just think that conversation is difficult. I don't know how you go from somebody being, such a good friend to I don't want a relationship with this person anymore. Yeah, it's different. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. And two, because we never wanted to be that podcast that, and this is probably why they say don't start a podcast with your friends, because, people change their mind. And then it's like you got this business together and you got all these people that are like,
well, I haven't changed my mind.
Well, I'm just saying
things happen.
Well, you changed your mind. You changed your mind about me. You changed your mind.
I changed my mind about how I could handle our friendship.
Right. So you changed. That's the same thing.
I know,
you changed
but
your
you're
mind
saying like people change their mind. Like I was just like giving up.
This is when I'm like, okay, B.Simone be wanting people to perform, because how are they going to have a podcast that's best friend based if we ain't on no best friend level and you don't want to address it? You just want me to come out here and act. You just want me to come in. You don't even care about fixing it. As long as the professional side and you're getting the money and your purpose, you get what I'm saying? Like, long as that's in the bag, you don't care about the actual substance to the friendship. And Megan did. I said she's not able to recognize there's no professional without the personal, and that's what Megan was saying. She got so wrapped up in herself that no one matters, but she still wants you to execute her vision. And I said she's willing to be fake BFFs with Megan and put the genuine friendship on the back burner. And she loves to perform genuine acts instead of being a genuine and sincere friend. That's a trend that I'm seeing with her. She's not sincere. Everything has a motive. And when she does these stunts and does stuff, she don't even know the intentions behind it sometimes. Okay, besides trying to get attention. Her intentions are attention. Okay? And so Megan had to so baby, I used to watch the B.Simone vlogs like back in the day, right? And I'm like, when Megan was her assistant, Megan had to convince B.Simone to take showers because she chose sleepover hygiene. Like, you go into bookings, you want to go to these bookings without even taking showers. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, this was years ago when Megan was the assistant. And I'm like, it was all good when Megan was just the assistant. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, this is how day one she is. This is how day one she is. And you gonna tell her, you gonna tell Megan, let's just keep this professional? Like the woman that taught you to wash your ass before you went to work? For real? Like, that was something. That, like, when her and Megan fell out, but it was like once Megan got clout, once Megan became a fan favorite on her own, because the substance is always going to rise. It overrode B's popularity. You get what I'm saying? Like, she's speaking with substance and she's genuine. You're not genuine. People can't believe you all the time. And like, even when you are being genuine, it's like B.Simone's the boy that cried wolf. Like, we don't know when you being for real. We really don't. I'm sorry, we can't call it. Performing, mirroring, and faking it till she makes it are common patterns in her behavior. I said they all reflect lack of identity. I said mix that with the new transformation every couple years. I said narc traits are very strong with B.Simone. I said this is why I can't trust the tears and the Jesus. I said because I need her to stay Christian and consistent for about 5 years first before we can expect the masses to follow you and believe you. Like, stay where you at. Don't get canceled. Be loyal. Be Christian. And maybe we'll start believing what you say.
And you said,
okay?
I was crying. You let me talk through it, and it was the best conversation. And then you were like, let me know what you need. You know, if you want me to come over, if you want me to bring flowers, if you want me to do this. And it's like, in those moments, I don't want you to say that. I just want you to come over with flowers. I didn't want you to be like, because
Jesus.
You feel weird asking somebody to do certain things like that in a moment of grief.
Wow.
So it's like, I don't think you're a bad friend. I think you're great. You're an amazing friend. You're a supportive friend. You're a friend that will offer the clothes off your back. You are always there. I think it's just moments of comfort that I think you can
show up without permission.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah.
I think in past, that's maybe a trauma thing again though.
Why?
In the past, I felt forced to show up without permission. It was performing.
It was.
So now I'm like, all right, I ain't definitely don't want that much. So maybe
and I don't require a lot.
You don't require a lot.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's full circle. Wow. Doing it for the people that deserve it. Doing it for the people that need it. Doing for the people that don't take advantage of it. It's rewiring your brain. It's unlearning. So it's like, I would have done that in the past.
But out of a place of obligation.
Fear, out of a place of fear. So I get that. I can do that.
Yeah. And I think what that
showing
friend
up
taught
without
you,
permission.
what that friend was teaching you were things that you have to have in your friendship. So
okay, like what?
Like that.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Okay.
Like that was from a place of whatever control
fear,
or whatever fear, and you did it out of obligation. But like when you really love somebody and that person is your friend,
you do it.
That's how you show up.
Okay.
You cut off your real friend and now you want to replace her, okay? But this one ain't acting right because she wants you to. She got her own path too. She got her own vision and she's calling you on your stuff too. She's expecting you to deliver too. So you have to step up. At the 35-minute mark, it says, this point, I said, it feels like we're watching your current partner talk about how they love and miss their ex and they fumble. So now I'm here with you, okay? How they basically settled for your ass. I was like, she talking to her like a rebound the whole time. She joked about B.Simone always asking if Shekinah is mad at her. Like, no, I'm not. It's just, yeah, like, you know what I mean? I was like, that shit be annoying. I know she be draining Shekinah. I said, that's that high maintenance friendship. And then Shekinah defined it as a season of solitude, but it was B giving out checks like Oprah. So she wasn't that ducked off, baby. Like, Shekinah enables her, you get what I'm saying, and makes excuses. So it was a season of solitude. No, girl, she wasn't solitude. She was out here giving out that money. You was going through some solitude. She was not. And she just blames trauma when you bring it to her. And we have to keep in mind that Shekinah's struggles were recent. Like, this wasn't years and years and years ago. She said this was like in this past year, this is the hardest season of her life and all that kind of stuff. So we got to remember, this is recent. This probably within the last, year or two. So the struggle thing, when, like I said, she was on food stamps and stuff, along with all these other offenses B is going to have along the way. That's why I'm like, how long have y'all been friends and she's got all these offenses? Like, maybe y'all not clicking. But, she's a healer. I feel like she kind of like she's trying to see the best in her. So that's on you. But, girl, there's a lot of offenses for, a short period of time. I said, Shekinah says she learned the lesson of not being resentful. But I say she also learned not to bet on B.Simone when she is down and not to put all her eggs in B's basket. I said, you can't leave a mom hanging and think it's not noted. She was counting pennies while B was writing checks. She took it gracefully and said, I'll never put myself in that position again where she is all I have. And that's why she went and got another opportunity. And B showed her at that time. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the second time you done showed your tail when I got my opportunity. That was a lesson. She knew she can't depend on B.Simone. It was more than just, learning not to be resentful. I know I can't depend on you. And so my thoughts on Shekinah, I was saying that I feel like she sees B.Simone for who she is, but she also knows the situation can benefit her professionally. Like, let's just be honest. B.Simone doesn't understand that Shekinah's kid is always going to be the priority, and she'll base her decisions off of that. And she wants Shekinah and her team devoted 100% to her. And Shekinah's number one is always going to be her kid. It's not going to be B.Simone and B.Simone's dream and vision. Okay? And I say, even if she sees that she is a rebound friend, she is going to make her mark in a way that she can bounce back or do a seamless pivot if and when she ends when the business with B.Simone ends. Megan did that. Think about it, okay? Nobody really knew of Megan like that before. She was the assistant and stuff like that. She came around, started becoming a fan favorite. So when her and B.Simone fell out, she didn't go back to the shadows and square one and that, because she brought so much value when B.Simone did shine the light on her. She was good when they separated. She's doing the things her way. She's probably lighter and loving the way she's doing her show a lot better. Okay? She probably missed her friend for a period of time, but she probably understood what type of friend B.Simone was too, and now she don't miss her. Because once you realize what it is, it's like, what do I miss? Girl, you get on my nerves, and me having to reassure you all damn day. No, I got, and Megan had kids. You get what I'm saying? I really think that's what is going to happen if they end up going their separate ways. Shekinah's going to already have her opportunities lined up so that she's not down bad. I'm not finna just have B.Simone or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got them backup opportunities and them side opportunities. And B.Simone felt some type of way about it, because I want to do this together. Because if we fall out, I need to be able to fire you from everything. And you got to go back to square one. That's what it's given. B.Simone was talking about she was having a spiritual battle, or spiritual, a spiritual battle due to finances, because she can't shop in Bloomingdale. She got to go to H&M, which is still not poverty, when Shekinah's real battle was damn near poverty. You in the food stamp line, you losing your place. That was poverty. Like, and you crying over Bloomingdale's to a girl who got evicted and had to stand in the food stamp line. This is crazy, and you don't even see it. That's why I said B.Simone was talking and telling on herself, because she can't read a room. She doesn't understand how she's perceived. She's just saying how she feels. And you know how narcs think everybody kind of thinks like them and understands from their perspective. So, crazy. And I said, B.Simone keep blaming being a bad friend on trauma, being a bad friend to Shekinah on trauma, not realizing she's being the damn trauma to Shekinah. Like, you giving her all this damn friend trauma. And while you blaming what other people done did, while you ain't good to her. And I was like, girl, you about to have her damn stressed out. She about to have stories about you in the next chapter of her damn life. So then we get to this point. Find out B.Simone won't there for the girl like she should when the girl grandma died. So she did the basic, call, and, we can do the phone call for an hour or two or whatever. She's saying all the right things. But she talking about some, well, let me know if you need anything. You need me to bring flowers, anything like that. And she kind of was like, I didn't need you to ask me that right then. I needed you to just show up. And so they went down this whole thing about showing up without permission. And it's like, what does it look like saying, girl, my grandma died, come bring me some flowers? Like, that's what I'm saying. You don't even know how to pour into your friend. You really don't even know. And I said, B.Simone seems to have a jealous, selfish nature. That's why she's overly consumed with coming across as a good person. And I said, she wanted a grieving friend to tell her what she needed. And I remember when my friend, because it's like, I know exactly what old girl meant, because I remember when my friend, and this is somebody I've met within the past 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Probably within the past 5-6 years. And I met her at work. So I'm just telling you like the background or whatever. So we got real close. So we've graduated from co-workers to real friends. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when her mom died, and I remember I was at home in my hometown. She called me and she told me her mom died, told me, how it happened or whatever. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, all right. My first thing too, I was like, all right, well, I'll be by there. I'll be by the house as soon as I get back to Charlotte on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Came back to Charlotte, dropped my stuff, went by her house. I'm there folding. And it was the day before the funeral. I'm at the house folding obituaries. You know what I'm saying? Showing up. But I'm showing up. I'm talking to her, making her laugh, taking her mind off things. I'm not there just like she crying, and you know how people be like, well, I don't know how to be there for people. Like, they ain't necessarily crying all the time. You can take their mind off things, but being a supportive friend, I'm there for whatever. Do you need somebody to laugh with? Do you need me to fold these obituaries? Do you need me to ride with you? Do what you need me to do, where you need me to be. Okay, like, just tell me what you need. You just need my presence. You need me to be here not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you need? And a person going through that can't define that. I mean, when my dad died, man, my friends showed out. I remember it was at one day, like, I don't know if it was before, like, it was before the funeral, because it wasn't the repast, but I just remember at one point, like, all my friends being in my living room, my mama's living room, all my, like, childhood friends, you know what I'm saying, like, friends from there, everybody was in the living room, down to my next door neighbors that was twins. One still lived next door and the other one didn't. He and his sister arrived at the same time. I don't know if that was that twin telepathy, but I remember opening the door and one saying hey to the other. And I was like, and I heard the video was like, hey, so-and-so, hey, so-and-so. And I was like, oh, y'all didn't know each other was coming? They was like, mm-mm. But, and my sister was like, yo, that was good. She was like, that was good to see. She was like, I ain't have that. She was like, just like all your friends just showed up. You know what I mean? And B.Simone didn't know how to do that genuinely for a friend. Okay, and so she blames not showing up for the girl when her grandma died on trauma too. Like, when I tell you what B.Simone is her scapegoat gonna be trauma every time, it's gonna be trauma every time. Okay, so I said Shekinah is a self-proclaimed low maintenance friend, so she doesn't even require a lot. But B.Simone fails anyway. You're still bad at being a friend. So let's keep up at this point. So now, number one, you watched her struggle while she was helping, while you was helping others. Number two, you was jealous when she got her own new opportunity without you. Now we at number three. Grandma died and all you did was make a phone call, because that's all you did. That's all you did. Talking about some, let me know if you want me to come by, if you want me to bring flowers. Why you can't just come by? Why do I need to tell you that? So at the end of the day, all you did was gave me a good phone call. Cool. Appreciate it. That ain't good enough. Obviously, because she's bringing it back up. You wasn't there, and you see how close that girl is to her grandma. You were not there for her. Especially the way you want everybody to coddle you and be all over you. But if it's not about you, you're not finna put in that effort. I can see that. You're not pouring into her glass at all. And so, Shekinah, I put Shekinah praise and uplifted B so much in this interview, it got cringy for me because it was not going both ways. So, at this point, y'all, she's still pouring. She's still pouring, y'all. And so I said, B.Simone puts all that weight on Shekinah and dropped the ball. So you got this girl validating you, reassuring you, praying for you, pulling over, you know what I'm saying, talking to God on your behalf and telling you to come back and tell you what God said. But when she just needs you to be there for her, you are never there for her. That's 3 offenses. You're not showing up. It's not that hard to be a good person. But that's why I feel like she's a narcissist that's aware of her natural state and she's trying to change it. And that's good for her. But that's why I feel like she needs to go to narcissist therapy. Like somebody who specializes in narcissism. Because her therapist, based on what she's telling her and the scope she's giving that that therapist, she might not be picking up on that. She might not know that side of B.Simone. Okay, but she needs to go someone that knows how to target, that part of her personality, and figure that out. And my thing is, she keep blaming trauma as to why she doesn't show up for Shekinah, but she still hasn't said any questionable actions that Shekinah has shown as to what makes her trauma triggered. You know what I'm saying, as to why she don't know if she can be there for her, because it's not trauma based. That's an excuse. Because like I said, you still outside doing for everybody else. It's just that you're picking and choosing. You're picking and choosing. And you're picking and choosing who you want to be there for. And you're not choosing her. But what you're doing is allowing her to nurture you down. Nurture you down. Damn near mother you. You feel me? Like, you're receiving all that energy from her. Letting her pour into you all that time. And like she said, she's low maintenance. She don't even require that back. She really does not. But just when I need you, show up for me. And you're not doing that. You're really not. And it's so hard. And trauma. Oh my God, she was pissing me off. That same trauma allowed her to give to the snakes or others and everybody else in Shekinah's face. I said, she is picking and choosing her trauma response. Because that's what she is. Like, oh, trauma, girl. You don't get to pick and choose trauma responses. And that's what you're doing. And I said, you can't blame trauma for why you chose not to help a good person, but value the snakes. I said, if you were traumatized, I expect you to be tight with everybody. Not everybody but me. And that's what you are doing. We can see you. You're obvious. We can see you. And then I said, okay. So then we get into when she starts performing, talking about performing friendship. Like this is like, I'm like, okay, you are what I thought you are. Okay. So B.Simone says that she showed up in performance, like in her friendships, not genuine. So what I mean by that is, like, she showed up in performance, like, so in the relationship with Megan, when she would go through stuff and she would show up for Megan, she said it would be out of fear. And it would be fear because I remember the things that Megan would say, like, dang, you wasn't there for me. You know what I'm saying? And so she was like, so B.Simone is so clueless that she's like, okay, like, she's thinking it's a relief with this. Like, she was like, okay, because in the past, like, I've had to show up for people, and, you know, it was just out of fear, and, you know, and old girl was like, no, the lesson your friend was trying to teach you was correct. And she was like, well, what was it? That you don't show up for people out of fear. You show up because they're their friend. Like, B.Simone doesn't understand intention. That's why everything is performance with her. Because she doesn't know how to check intentions. I'm going to bring you this soup when you sick, because not because I want you to get better. It's because I don't want, when you get better, for you to be like, dang, girl, you could have brought me some soup. So let me just go ahead and bring the soup. So now it's a duty. You don't even give a fuck if I get better. You don't give a fuck about making me feel better. But you give a fuck about me reassuring you and coddling you and supporting you and being there for you. You just performing friendship for me. That's not cool. And I'm glad that she checked her on that and let her know that, like, girl, no, she was teaching you the right thing. Like, you are supposed to be there for your friends, but it's the intentions behind it, okay? And that was the second thing. Like, that showed me, like, she's not naturally genuine. And that was what I put right here. Red flag. I said showing up without permission is not her natural state. I said being happy for a friend's opportunity outside of hers is not her natural state. Being supportive without recognition is not her natural state. That's somebody you have to be careful around. They can't be genuinely happy for you. They can't support you. Like, they don't hear you. They don't see your side. Like, what is this friendship really like? That's why I kept saying, how are they friends? How are we friends? And that's why I said we got to have all these daggone talks. Like, it's a lot, okay? And I said Shekinah seems very aware of herself and her shortcomings. She seems like a confident woman, and she doesn't need outside validation. I really like her. Like, this is when I'm like learning her, you know what I'm saying, her personality. So I was like, she seems very sure of herself. I like her. And 41 minutes and 42 seconds into the interview is when the first time B.Simone praised this girl. But it circled back around to B.Simone, of course. So that was the first time she got praised in this whole interview. I've been cringing this whole time because the cup overfloweth with support for B.Simone, child. And we 42 minutes in, we finally getting some praise. Thank you, girl. Even though it circled back around what she did for B.Simone, okay? Because you always pray for me, and you always, I believe your relationship with God. And if I tell you to pray something, pray for me, you gonna pray. Did you pray for me? So now I got to pull over and pray and get back to you with God's word. Like, oh my God. So, baby, then we get into bringing this Bible on the red carpet. B.Simone and her antics, okay? And I'm glad her friend saw it and checked it and stopped her. For real, okay? Because she'd have been canceled again, child. Especially, okay, we're going to get into it. So, they said Shekinah checked her. So, B.Simone wanted to carry a red Bible on the red carpet at BET Awards. Shekinah checked her intentions because she knew it was just going to be for attention and performing. It was going to come across like that, okay? And I'm glad she did that. But B.Simone really cannot step back to understand how she is perceived by the masses. You should see how she's trying to defend herself as to why she should be able to carry this Bible on the red carpet. And she said, F, you know, what people think. She's talking about some F people. But people are the ones who fund your business, B.Simone. People are the ones who fund this lifestyle. People are the ones who allow you to shop at Bloomingdale's, okay? You can't go to Bloomingdale's without us. This app can't be successful without us. This app that your ego is so tied to, that everybody gotta sign their life over for. It's tied to people. So you can't say F people when you trying to be so passionate in what you're saying at the moment. But in reality, if everybody turn their back on you and you keep getting canceled like you be doing, you're not going to be afloat, girl. You live off people. People make the world go round, and they definitely get your paycheck, okay? Even the ads in the video, girl, people got to watch them. All right? If this app flops, she's going to be down bad financially and mentally. I bet you. And I don't want that for her, but that's why she needs to do this stuff strategically. For real. Like she really does. She kind of can see the flaws and genuinely wants to advise her from the public perception POV. She knows how B.Simone is seen out here. The grifter, the scammer, the manifester this week, you know what I'm saying? The pick me, like all that. The bad. She knows how people look at you. And she's trying to make you see that just because you put your little outfit in ChatGPT with the Bible with it, and it was a cute vision, that's not how the world is going to see it. If we're going to see it as B.Simone trying to be over the top, trying to get attention, as she does, okay? And that's true. Because, like I said, you're not consistent in anything enough for us to know if you're for real about this one. And then it's like, okay, and then part of me felt like, well, and she said, you know, old girl talked her out of it, you know, carrying it. But I was then like, well, dang, if it was supposed to be a message from God so hard, she shouldn't have been able to talk you out of it. That's what I'm saying. That external validation on your spiritual path. If God is sending you downloads while you on this water fast and you at the BET Awards and doing all this stuff, but every message God might be trying to send you to do, you sending it through her for validation. What sense does that now? What connection do you actually have? Because you're not trusting God, you're trusting the external validation. You don't trust yourself, you don't trust God, you're performing. And long as the person to your right tell you that's a good performance, then you're good to go. Period. And then I was like, okay, so it was for an aesthetic because you didn't want the pocket one old girl was going to give you, because if she told me something, let me give you a little pocket one, and she was like, she ain't like that. But I'm like, okay, if you wanted to just have God with you, you could have had the pocket one. You don't have to. It don't have to be on display. Look, y'all, I got the Bible. I'm at the BET Awards with the Bible, y'all. Look, I'm so Christian. I'm so saved. No, you would have had God with you regardless, baby. If you wanted him with you, why does it have to be all out? Why it came between you and God? Where you got the Bible in your lap while you're sitting down and you know what I'm saying? You saying silent prayers or whatever. You silently talking to God. No, you want to be seen. It was for an aesthetic. And I'm glad she talked you out of it, girl. Because don't play with God like that. We're not doing that. Okay, so then this what got me. This girl gave her clear, practical advice on why she should not be carrying this Bible. And B.Simone had to make it deeper than what it is. Okay, did God tell you that? No, girl, it's obvious. It's obvious. Girl, this is not spiritual.
You just had
it's
the shorts
obvious,
for the
girl.
blanks.
You don't need to carry that. You just came off wearing the little Daisy Dukes, the booty shorts with the blazer. You don't need to be trying to carry the Bible on the red carpet now. You just doing too much. You are doing way too much. And it's like you're not selling it. People ain't buying it, what you're selling. And let's just not play like that. Not with God. Not with God. Come on now, when you was on the crystals, we can play that game. Now we're not playing with God, cause don't bring me in this, okay? I'm not trying to go down with the ship. All right. Okay, so I said, and see, that's what I said. I said she put so much weight on Shekinah to validate her in that friendship. I said, even with simple advice, like you making it deeper versus just understanding the message. Did God tell you that? Did God tell you that? No, girl, God don't have to tell me you don't need to do the most, Lord. Just stop doing the most. Just be natural. You know what I'm saying? And I said, Shekinah was even saying, it's you. That's the problem. Like Shekinah, that's what Shekinah was saying. It's you that's the problem. It's not about God. It's not about spiritual. It's you. It's the way they view you. It's the message that you be sending. Okay? Angela White can come out here with a Bible. You can't. All right? All right. And she had to go through it. So when Shekinah said that she was a truth teller, I was like, all right. This is why we see eye to eye. We see each other. Okay? Because this is how she's able to slide it in and because I'm good for that. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you what you did wrong. I'm gonna make sure you know before we can move on. I'm gonna make sure we clear it. You know you fucked up, don't you? Like you know that was some fucked up shit you did. Okay, just so you know that we on the same page. That's how I feel about what you did. Like I don't want you to think that I think it was okay or it was all right or light, like it was heavy and low down. Just want you to know I'm gonna forgive you. Or we're gonna move past it. But just know I know that you.
That's when I had a boyfriend. That you was mad. I was so jealous.
You a grimy girl.
I was jealous of the time you were spending with him.
You were. We talked about that too.
We talked about it. I'm so proud.
We're doing good.
We're doing so good, babe. I was so.
Like, what did you say?
Bruh, I have the picture vividly in my head. She said she was coming to my house, and I have a window that looks out to the city. I was ready. I was looking out to the window. I was literally like a kid waiting on their daddy to come home from jail.
Oh,
like,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But I was so excited. Like
we
to
had
see my friend. We hadn't seen each other, and she called me, and I don't remember what she said, but it was like so nonchalant. And I was like, I'm turning around. I'm turning around. I was like, what? I was dressed. I was ready. I was looking out at the city, like my friend's coming. Like I'm just waiting on my couch, and she canceled. And
So then, y'all, here we go. Now we at the fourth offense. Are y'all ready? The fourth offense, guess what it is? She jealous because this girl got a boyfriend. I said, this girl can't have nothing. This girl can't have nothing. No happiness outside of her. No happiness. B.Simone, she need a man, a dog, a cat. I don't know. She needs something that to love on and pour into something. Because Shekinah ain't gonna be able to have nothing. Okay. And so I was like, B.Simone literally holds herself on the same level as your romantic partner. She doesn't understand that in life, as we get older, as we grow, like your friend might be single for a season, and then when they get them and she's outside and available to you and y'all can talk on the phone all night long. But then it also gets to a point where she get a man and now she talking to him when she want to go to sleep. Instead of y'all doing y'all Saturday brunches, she then spent the night over his house on Friday night and she ain't ready for brunch. Things it's not about you. She's splitting time now. B.Simone couldn't handle the fact that old girl was splitting time and spending more time with him or spending time with him. Like, girl, she does not owe you the same amount of time she owes her man. You are her friend, girl. And you were that high maintenance, high demand stuff. This is stressful. I don't want to feel like, okay, I got to go clock in over here at my friend's house because I went to the movies with my man. Now I got to go do this. I don't want to do that. I don't. And so I said she wants her friend to show up without permission, but doesn't understand she's not at the top of everybody's life list. So you can't show up when your friend is going through something. But girl, when it's just a regular day and it's just regular life, and I say, girl, I'm too tired because I want to relax at my house instead of driving to yours, however long it takes, you got to just understand that, yes, I'm tired. I've been over this man's house all the time. I want to sit home at my house now. I want to relax. You know what I'm saying? And you have to respect that. You gonna see me. We work together. We cool. Or how about You can come to me. Because when she was complaining about old girl canceling on her like 3 or 4 times, it ain't like she missed her friend so much. She said, well, girl, I'm gonna get up and come to you. Like I said, you the one with the money, you the celebrity, hop in an Uber. You got a car, like I don't know if Simone B.Simone driving out, but you come to her. Just stop waiting for everybody else to make the effort to come to you. Tell me, I'm sitting there like a little kid waiting for my daddy to get out of jail. Because you look at her being with her man as jail. That's the thing about it. That's the psychology I feel that was behind that. Because you ain't just a little friend waiting for your daddy to come over. I mean, you're waiting for another friend to come over. Because that's what I thought she was going to say. I thought she was like, a little kid waiting on her friend to come visit. No, she was, I'm like a little kid waiting on my daddy to get out of jail. Okay. That's not the dynamic that it needs to. That's not how I want you to view it. I wasn't locked up. I was having a good time. Okay? Very good time. Didn't have to reassure him every 5 minutes. So, and who all we know, when her friend said she was too tired to come because she knows what goes into B, she's too high energy, she's too much, she's too over the top. I got to do too much to be your friend, especially when I'm in your presence. So I don't want to do it. I'm tired. I'm actually tired. I actually don't want to do this. And we don't know if her boyfriend is telling her, like, girl, you ain't got to do all that. Because she probably complaining to her friend. Complaining to her man. I'm having a high flash. Y'all know how I do. But yeah. We do not know. Like, B.Simone doesn't understand. Y'all, people, we getting older. Like, family building and having a relationship is going to start being priority over, like, friendships. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to build a family. Okay? So, and yes, my family building is going to supersede your dream building. Your dream building. Not my dream building. Your dream, because B.Simone think everybody's supposed to pour into her dream. No, I'm about to pour into this man and my family. That's what I'm finna do first, and I'm tired. I can't work with you, pour into you all day, and spend all my recreation time with you. You're a lot. You're a lot.
Working with women, okay, she has this section, she runs this section of the company, and she loves what she does. She's still a boss under a company that she would have never been able to build on her own.
I get what you're saying.
If Jennifer just works with me, she could be a millionaire, but she over here trying to start something with 5 people and struggling. And she could still be fulfilled under LTTA. I want to find those women.
Got you. Okay. They're bosses. They have great visions.
They're leaders in their field. And they can come serve the company. Mm-hmm. You think Tyler Perry's not hiring leaders?
No,
team. Yeah. If you're going to be with me for a year, in that year, the vision is LTTA. The vision can't be whatever the fuck you're trying to do, excuse my language, Lord, off to the side. Like, do it after that year then. I want people around because I'm tired of starting over.
But see,
this towards the end, and we're talking about B.Simone and her vision for her team. Okay, so the thing is, B.Simone wants everybody to be on the bandwagon to make her vision and dreams come true. Okay, and she literally says, you can live your dreams through hers, not your own. So that's why she said, I want you to make millions. She was like, I can make millionaires. Why you can't just come to me and work under me and let me make you a millionaire? Okay, well, how you know I want to be under you? Okay? And I said, I think that Shekinah is hesitant to join this team, or because she said she goes, when B.Simone started talking about team, I said because she knows how B.Simone is. She know what extraness is going to come with it. She know what energy she's going to have to put into it, like reassuring and all that kind of stuff. B.Simone wants them to sign their damn life over, sign their soul over. She says that when you work with her, that she don't want you working on your own purpose in that meantime. Like, so if you're going to be with her for a year, during that year, 6 months to a year, you don't need to be working on your own purpose. You need to be dedicated to her vision, her app. You get what I'm saying? And what industry is it okay to just leave out for a year, like, and not tap into your own stuff? Like, so if you're a musician, that means you can't promote yourself for a year. If you want to be a podcaster, you can't be networking, and you know what I'm saying, for a year. You can't start making your own content for a year and a day until her contract is up. Like, no, that's crazy. Okay? And that's what Shekinah was trying to say. She was like, you know, when you saying that people need to tell you, dedicate all this to you, and you want to know their plans and know they ain't gonna leave you high and dry. Is that gonna deter you? She was like, no, because if you want to be like a podcaster or something like that, maybe you don't need to work for me, but you need to tell me so I can produce your podcast. Who says that you get to infiltrate into my dreams? You are not the only person that has a purpose, the only person God talked to, the only person God give a vision, okay? That the only person God gives favor to. My favor might not shine down through you, girl. And I don't need you pushing yourself and leeching yourself onto me in any kind of way so that you can get credit. That's what I'm saying, this whole God complex. You pick and choose how you want to help so you can get credit. You see yourself superior to everybody else, and then you think everybody else is supposed to support you, and then you're going to support them through supporting you. Like, it was killing me, because Shekinah was telling her, like, number one, you don't have the systems in place for this. Stop comparing yourself to Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry already has Tyler Perry Studios where he can push out millionaires. You're not set up for that yet. You saying you want to hire ambitious people and tell them they can't work on their ambitions, to stifle their ambitions and to focus that on you. So you want to drain them of their energy, pour all their energy and assets and smartness and stuff into your business to make your dream come true. And then it's like, okay, if they got some energy for themselves afterwards, then they can focus on them. For what though? What track record do you have? What proven success do you have that if I put myself on the back burner, that you're going to make me a millionaire? Even her hypothetical situation when she was talking about why try to do it yourself and start yourself and struggle with 5 people when you can just come through me and I can make you a millionaire. How do you know you're going to make me a millionaire? I'm going to be a millionaire through you. How do you know? How do you know me and my 5 people that God brought to me are not going to blow up? Because I have a purpose too. And God blessed me with a vision too. Everything doesn't have to come through you. Like, it was delusional. It was delusional. And I could tell that Shekinah was like, I'm not trying to sell my soul off to you, because I can't put my eggs in your basket. You've already showed me I cannot put my eggs in your basket. What you saying that if I'm part of your team, I can't do nothing outside of you, that's scary. Because I don't know what's going to go down once this team is put together. You don't even have the team. You don't even know what it is. And B.Simone Unmasked said, yeah, you're such a systems person. Yes, it takes systems to make things happen properly and flow properly. You can't just be a boss. You know what I'm saying? And just, you want to hire people and do casting calls. And I was so bossed up and I was in my element. But girl, it takes logistics to make stuff happen and flow the right way. And if I see you don't have those in place, I can't leave my 9 to 5 and promise my livelihood to you. Especially with you being ego driven and then not having everything aligned. Okay? And you switch and you're not consistent and stuff. Yeah, I can't really trust that. Okay? Sorry. So Shekinah was saying, you saying that we only have to be here for a year, you only want us for a year, but I don't believe that. And she was like, no, you could be in, she was like, I used to feel like people should be around for 10 years. She was like, but if you come in and do this and do that and exit plan and all that kind of stuff and only focus on LTT app, you're good. But like I said, who can put their stuff down for a year? You know what I'm saying? I got to give you 100% dedication, give my firstborn child blood oath, just so that you're comfortable. I'd rather not sign on to that. I'm not selling my soul for a B.Simone production. I'm not. Like, I'm really not. And I put it right here and I'm like, B.Simone wants people to let them know the hopes and dreams and plans from day one. I said, what happened to moving in silence? And you know people can sabotage you with that same information. That's power to sabotage you. And with her already being connected in the industry, if I go in there telling her, oh, I want to be a podcaster and I want to do this and that, and then we fall out, what's going to stop her from blackballing me? Because she's already connected, you know? What's going to stop that? And How do you know if things are going to line up for your purpose if you can't do anything outside of her for a year? Okay, things change. I need to be networking, so I can't put my vision off for a year and a day. I need to be making moves. Industry trends change. That's hard to say. But yeah. And so, and as soon as you tell her your plans, she got to attach herself. My plans, that my vision might not have you in it. I might not want you attaching yourself to me. So I can't tell you everything. No. And also, that's how your destiny gets swapped. Your dreams get snatched and opportunities get snatched and stolen. Because as soon as I tell you what I got going on, you done backdoored me because you know somebody over there and you done went and got this role that I wanted to audition for. You done went on and got it. You auditioned without telling me. And then when they announced that I ain't get it because B.Simone got it. What? She didn't tell me? Oh, girl, yeah. I just went in there because I knew so-and-so, and so he just told me to show up and da-da-da. No, in reality, you done called and pulled some damn strings. Child. I said, B.Simone doesn't see she is not set up in a way people can wholeheartedly depend on her. Shekinah cannot get through to B.Simone that you want to hire bosses and put them in a box. That's what you're trying to do. Because you're like, you can be an expert in that, but you're going to come work for me in that field and under me and da-da-da. You don't even have this dream studio that's why she said it's all talk. You don't even have these systems set up yet. This dream studio that you telling the boss to quit focusing on your vision to come work on my vision. But I need you to build. We building the vision first. It's not already here. I need you to help me build the vision. Okay? And then when I don't need you no more, you can go. Okay? Don't work on yours in the meantime. All right? Like, Shekinah was trying to explain to her, they're going to have the type of women you're trying to bring in are going to have their old goals. And she's still trying to compare herself to Tyler Perry. It's this grandiose sense of self. And we got to keep in mind, like, people can't bet on you when you're getting canceled every other year, okay? For every other thing. You changing, like I said, you changing paths all the time. Like, B.Simone hasn't shown enough consistency for everybody to just bet on her. Like, if I was her friend, I'd rather give her some money for the app before I'm finna quit what I'm doing on my streams and on what I got going on the side to come sign up to be with you. No. I support you. I'm going to write you a check. Okay? And so, I said, B.Simone wants to be the boss of all bosses and doesn't get that she's the only one passionate about her vision and people not taking 6 months off of their vision for her. Okay? So, the final tally. So, we at the end of it. So, the final tally was 4. She watched her friend struggle. Hated on her opportunity. The grandma passed away. She wasn't there for her. And then she hated on the girl having a boyfriend as well. Is B.Simone a good friend? In your opinion, yes or no? Put it in the comments. And do you feel like Shekinah unmasked B.Simone in a classy way? How do you feel about how she was revealing and all the messed up stuff B.Simone did? And do you think she was doing it on purpose to put her on blast? All right. So, like, subscribe, comment, and share it with a friend. All right. Have a great day. And always remember, beauty, brain, strength, and standards make you a whole lot of woman.